automation basically just means that, girl, there's 2 lines there. Oh my god, that's so cute. Like, this was the idea. That is all you're gonna get to hear of the dry vocals. I'm sorry. Hello. Hi guys, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Afsane. I'm an independent singer-songwriter, like producer, artist, whatever. I write, record, and produce all my songs. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how I made my most recent song, Wishing on a Star. And basically, I'm just going to be like breaking it down and like just showing like all the instruments, what everything is playing, what my thought process was for everything, where certain ideas came from. If you're someone who is interested in that, or interested in music production, or just like loves music, then I think you'll enjoy watching this and hopefully learn something, or just have a good time and vibe, you know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah, let's begin, shall we? So I'm gonna begin with backstory, I guess, because I don't know. I started the song like about a year ago. It began on guitar actually, so it was just like, you know, guitar and vocals vibes, but I can't really play the guitar that well, so I was like, you know, let's not put myself through that hell of trying to record the guitar when I know I can't do it. And also, it didn't really sound that spectacular. Like, I was like, I can make it better. I can make it better on here. Like, started with the lyrics, and then started with the melody, and then I took that idea and took like the chords and brought it into good old Logic here. So let's just listen to that first intro. Oh my god, okay, basically there's gonna be a little delay because when I don't know why, I think the Logic file is absolutely overloaded to the max and has no chill, so every time I press pause it's gonna play a little bit afterwards, which is just so much fun. So that's basically the intro part. Let's just analyze it. Let's go ahead and analyze it. We got this sine bell thing going on here, which is this little guy. That's an omnisphere sound. Then we have the flute, which is, it's like a mellotron. Wait, what's it called? No, sorry. Yeah, I think it's like, you know, like that nostalgic kind of sound. I love that sound. I just have to restrain myself from using. So that's them together, and then there's this. Girl, is she even there? Oh, right, this one is, I think, increasing in volume, right? So there's a lot of automations going around, and automation basically just means that you can change aspects, or like you can change volume over time, you can change reverb over time, all that sort of stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's just kind of annoying. I low-key hate automations. Like it's just like annoying. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, this is not there in the intro. Yo, why is that guy taking up all, bro? Get him off the aux. Anyways, that's, oh sorry, this is the, I have 2 of these flute things. Dang, freaking bass boosted. Okay, yeah, and so that's kind of just playing, like, there's not even any actual chords here, honestly. It's all just little notes, and I just really like the nostalgic feeling of like the flute and the mellotron kind of thing. Anyways, yeah, but I just like the nostalgic vibe. I'm just a nostalgic girly. I love that, like, it just has that kind of feeling to it, you know what I mean? I actually like that. So yeah, I was just kind of playing like the little notes of the melody, and I think it all kind of started off from, I believe it was this, that where the kind of idea began from. And funnily enough, I actually simplified that, because you can see like there's kind of like gaps in it, because I thought it was doing a little bit too much. But yeah, so that's kind of actually where the whole idea of the song came from, like in terms of like the musical aspect, was that guitar thing, that kind of echoey guitar thing. And that is basically, what did I do to this? This is a sound thing, and then I think I did it to it. So I made it have that effect. I put this Valhalla Supermassive is a free reverb plugin, and I think that's what I did, because I think alone it sounded, let's see how it sounded without it. It's just a guitar. I don't know why I thought it was gonna sound different. Yeah, so it's just a guitar, but then I put that on it, so I gave it the echo. And then I put EQ, quite literally did nothing with the EQ, unless maybe that was already on it. Oh, I had pedal board. Wait, pause. I had pedal board, I took it off. Wait, let's listen. Oh, did I low-key fumble? No, I didn't. I can just stop, guys. Anyways, so that's where like the idea came from. So that's why like in the verse I have those notes being played. And yeah, and then I don't even have like actual chords. It's just kind of like hinting at the chords that would be there, you know. And then I have this little accent thing. That is the same as the bells below it. It's just a little like. I'm sorry. Oh, and then there's also this part here, which is kind of like something that I was just kind of hearing, and I think this. Or no. Wait, let's hear everything else except for this little thing, and let me see if I can explain it before hearing it. Wait. Like, I almost just felt this kind of like rhythm kind of thing in it, so I added this, which is like, you barely can hear it. Let me hear. Like that little thing, which is pretty cute. But yeah, the intro is just kind of setting the vibe. It's just kind of drawing you into the space, I guess. I'm not much for intros. Like, I kind of forget that I should have an intro and I just kind of put it on there, but whatever. Okay, then we're moving into the verse. Let's hear it with everything. I'm wishing on a star tonight. Pull me closer, hold me tight. Are you staring at the moon? When will I see you? Will it be soon? Now we've added a little bit more aspects. You know, this is kind of the same thing. I just kind of do the same thing, low-key, just in different ways, okay? So let's just disregard all the vocals for right now, because we're not really gonna get into that too heavily. Right, so I have this cloud shimmer thing. Let's look at that. Okay, wait, that's actually kind of beautiful. Then we have this, again, I'm doing like this little accent thing, just kind of randomly, and I'm just playing notes like in the vibe. I just kind of freestyled that one, like just played some random notes and then fixed it when it was sounding bad. The bells from the beginning carried on. Right, same thing there. Then we have this. Guitar low. I have guitar tinny and guitar low. I think that one's just like higher and this one's lower, really, is honestly what we... And it's doing the same effect, you know, echoey. And then I took out some notes because it was kind of getting a little bit too cluttered. And I didn't really rock with that, so that's why you see some notes like missing from here. Then we have the Sweet Dream flute. I have it in another track. All I did was make it quieter. Oh no, sorry. What? What is different between... Oh, there's EQ. Oh, I EQ'd it. There's no EQ on this first one. On this one, I made it a little more muted sounding to give it even more like lo-fi nostalgia. Let's hear it. It's playing the same notes. How does it sound here? How the hell does it sound? Oh, it's less muted in the new one. Okay, that makes more sense, because like, I was like, why would I make it more muted in the verse? Anyways, then we have the bass. Yeah, I didn't have the bass in the intro, so it kind of gives it that like drop feeling, you know, the bass comes in. It's just like a regular. Oh, I like this bass a lot. Yo, what is this? It's hard to find a good bass. Loganic? Okay, that's lit. Guys, wait, I just exposed it. Okay. Yeah, it's good. I don't know how to explain it. Is it just me? It's kind of hard to find a good bass. Unless you're doing like hip hop, like rap, or like house and EDM. Like, I don't know, those ones are like, you can get like some hard hitting bass, but like for I don't know, it's just like, I don't like the ones that come in like boom, like they do like the sound in the beginning. I don't know, I just have to learn, I guess, how to edit it, whatever. The point is that that's the bass, and that's like the first part of the verse, and for the vocals, we just have a lead, and then we have like these two upper third harmonies. And how I did the upper third, okay, so basically I be hacking because I just can't sing that well sometimes. Okay, no, just kidding. I can, I guess, but whatever. The point is that I just changed the key. So essentially I just raised the entire song up a third and then sang it, and then only took clips of it because it would have sounded like, eventually it would have sounded bad. Like, that's kind of how it works. Like, it would have sounded bad because you can't just sing an entire melody up a third and it'll match perfectly. Like, it's gonna be clashing at some point. Night, pull me closer, hold me tight. Ooh, isn't that just freaking beautiful? And they're both panned hard left, hard right, as you can see right here. Those knobs are the panning. They're really quiet. So that's there. That's all I have going on there. Okay, then this high harmony comes in, and basically with all the harmonies, I just did it twice. Yeah, they're not just copied and pasted, because if you copy and paste it, it's not really gonna sound like panned. It's just gonna sound louder, you know, because it's the same thing. So you have to do it twice, otherwise it's literally just gonna sound louder. It's just not gonna have the same effect. It's not gonna sound as cool. So that's the really basic vocals. And then we move into the second part of the verse kind of thing, where the this comes in, which is a little shaker. Take me with you wherever you go. I want to know how the breeze felt as it skipped across your skin. I'm wishing to be the sun rays on your cheek. I'm wishing to be the soles of your feet. I'm wishing to feel what it's like to have you next to me. Interesting. Basically, I had that idea of like kind of like the bass coming in and then it going to like, yeah, like going into kind of like a different vibe. I really like that because it starts off really slow and then it goes into like this little kind of groove, you know what I mean? So like not like super high energy, but it just kind of like has a little beat to it, which I liked. And so I was kind of stuck in that idea for a really long time. Like that's why it took me so long. I was just like, oh, I had this idea and I put some stuff in here. Like I had basically, yo, can you guys chill for a second? Bro, there are leaf blowing out there. Fingers crossed that you can't hear it, but you probably can. It's okay. What can you do?
I'm just gonna talk really loud, so you probably actually can't even hear it. You know, like what's funny when like a YouTuber's like, oh, excuse the noise, and you can't hear. You're like, you look like a clown right now, bro. That's what I look like right now, probably.
Oh, right, the bass. Okay, so this was where that idea came from. I'm skipping a little bit ahead, but you'll understand. You'll understand. Like I had to lead up to this, basically. That's why I put the shaker in. Whatever. Let's just explain it. Let's just show it. Like that bass, and then plus like these. This one of these loops, I think, like these two. Like this was the idea. Like, yeah, so basically that's kind of how that idea started of like, oh, I want like drums and stuff to come in. And these are all literally loops from Logic, which I don't know. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, yo, that's low-key lit. I just feel like it's better to do, sorry, what is it? It's better, you can do like a lot more with less, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to have like all these like, you have to like, I don't know, like spend money on some crazy sample or whatever, like spend hours and hours and hours trying to make like a unique beat. It's like, bro, let's be for real, like the drums are gonna sound the same. Like there's a million beats that sound exactly like this drum beat because it's like a drum beat. The only thing that changes it is like how you use it and also like what like sounds are making the drum beat, because this you could make this with a bunch of different kits, right? So that's the thing that changes it. But the actual rhythm of the beat is like, it's been done a million times, bro. All right. But the point is what I'm trying to say is that in some ways it's good that I'm like able to use just a Logic beat, but at the same time it's like I do want to challenge myself. I feel like with my next songs I want to try to like make the beat on my own. You know what I mean? Okay, back to what I was saying. That's where this idea came from. My composition teacher actually gave me the idea to put like a shaker, because that's kind of like a chill, you know, like it's a chill kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like a shaker is kind of, it like adds the rhythm, but it's like very soft. I got it from Splice, the shaker thing. Splice is basically like an online, you can pay like for a subscription or something and you can get like a bunch of samples and stuff like that. Take me with yeah, and I put some reverb on it. Also, I started using a bus for reverb. I don't know, I'd always have like composition teachers and whatever say, oh, you should use a bus, like put a send, like don't just put it right on it because then you control. And I was like, you know what? I have no freaking idea what that means. Like I don't even understand what the difference is. It's like the exact same thing except I'm just controlling it in a different way. But low-key they actually did cook on that one. I don't know what it is. I think it's a placebo effect, but it does sound different. Or maybe it's not a placebo effect. Maybe it actually does sound different. Anyway, so I finally started doing that. So basically what I'm trying to say is like instead of here, okay, like look, this grayed out thing, this is Valhalla Supermassive. This is a reverb. That same thing is on this, which is a send, which is basically, so that Valhalla Massive is on this bus 11. And then on here, I put this up to 100% and then I control it from here. So it kind of is the same exact thing as if it was on here, but I think it's different because you can also like easily put the same reverb on everything. And then it's also like, I think it saves like power through your computer because it's like not on, it's just on one thing and you're just controlling it from there. Anyway, so yeah, that was basically the idea. So I had this like idea to basically make it go, like have it Oh, oops, I shook the camera. Y'all, I don't know how to sit. I'm being for real. I don't know how to sit right now. It's like, so yeah, that's basically what I had the idea for that. So then I went back and I put the shaker there to kind of give it that little bit of that, you know, like we're going somewhere, you know, stay tuned guys, like we're going somewhere. Yeah, that second part of the verse, kind of the same thing is happening. I just added, I brought back in the flute and the acoustic guitar thing that was very light from the beginning of it. So that's how we kind of build it back up. It builds back up and then it brings into this. And I have two different loops. Like this one kind of drum loop. This one kind of hints at this one. You know what I mean? Like this one kind of like sets the second one up. So it's more chill. And so like right here, I kind of overlaid this one to come in. I don't know, I really like it. I feel like it's kind of like a little like drop almost, you know what I mean? Like it sets it up very nicely. Yeah, and so then we get into this kind of like interlude section, I would call it, or chorus. I don't really know the form of this song, honestly. I guess it's like verse, and then this is either like this is not really chorus. I would say this part is kind of like chorus. I call it the second half of the verse, but it's kind of a chorus because it comes back again. I don't know, okay, I had it was like head empty, no thoughts when I was thinking about the form for this one. I was kind of just like, all right, whatever. Usually that's how it goes though, because like, I don't know. All right, so then we have this section, which is the little interlude where I go high harmonies. Let's listen. To feel what it's like to have you next to me. So that's basically it. I have like this high harmony kind of thing going on, and I actually was gonna put it on like right when see this grayed out part that was gonna be there, but for some little silly reason I decided not to do it. I don't really know why, but here we are. So then I added this, which is actually okay, cute little funny story. This melody and instrument and whatever had been sitting at the bottom of my thing, like down here. And I like thought of the idea at some point and I was just like, okay, I don't know where this is gonna go. It's not gonna really do anything. And then when I was going through and clearing everything out, I was like, what the heck is this? And I was like, low-key, it's kind of a cute little melody. And I was like, this needs to go somewhere, you know what I mean? Also, oh, right, because in this area this was before I had the harmony here. I was like, girl, like, what is going to go there? I need something to go there. I was really, like, I was about to fumble the bag on that one because I actually was, like, thinking so hard on, like, what was going to go there, what instrument. I was going to do, like, strings or something, like a violin type thing, melody, and then I was like, no, I don't know, it was just very confusing. And then this little guy pulled up and he saved the day. Yeah, that's him. Let's hear it all together. Yeah, anyways, I just like it. It sounds really cute. It took me a while to like think about where it was gonna go. I was putting it a bunch of different places and I was like, girl, this is interfering too much. But also I like it because it kind of meshes well with the bass. And then we go into the second verse, I would say. I wish I could live in your eyes and see the world from your point of view. This time tomorrow I won't be able to talk to you. And this time a month from now I'll still... Yeah, so that's the verse. I stopped it right before because there's like the kind of second part of it. Anyway, so that's like the verse, and so what I did there is I kind of like, as one should, I just like kept the drums going. Oh, classic. This is a classic of Sane move. I do the drums and then I mute it. So basically let me explain this to you, in case you don't know. This is EQ, and this is basically the way to adjust the frequencies because you're hearing different frequencies. So like this is how it would sound. This is how it sounds with whatever I've done here. Right, so that was like on and off. Basically, I just like took out the high end, so that's why you heard it get like a lot higher sounding off, because I took out the high ends to make it sound a little bit more muted and kind of match the feeling. Like it's just like a very lo-fi kind of, it's like this very lo-fi, like nostalgic, I don't know, kind of vibe. And so that's what I did there, but I still wanted to keep the drums, you know what I mean? But I wanted to kind of bring it back down from like that big sort of interlude with the drums, really bring it back down to the verse, but like still kind of keep the momentum, right? Then we have bass, of course, classical bass is there. And then we have this bass that wait, hashtag, does it continue? No, it doesn't. So this is this is MIDI, right? So MIDI basically means like I played it on the keyboard and then you can turn it into whatever sound you want. But because it essentially like restarts every time, whenever, like with certain basses or like instruments, when you hold down the note and then you play another note, like you held down the note, you play another one, and you release that one, right? This one won't have the attack, like it won't go. So how this sound goes is like doom, and then when you keep hitting it, it's just going, but it's changing pitch, but it's not going doom unless you stop playing and then hit it again. So I exported it to audio, so that way it would like always just have that same sound to it. So that way, because like what you have to do, so then every time like I would go and play it back from a point where like the note started, it would go doom, even though like it wasn't actually going to do that when it played as a whole. This probably doesn't make a lot of sense right now, but if you know, you know. Sorry, I don't know, I need to stop looking at this, but that's why this looks like an audio file, even though like it was a MIDI, it was like this, you know what I mean? It's like notes like that, but it looks like this basically. Is that as just explanation for that. So then we have the Sweet Dream flute, still going strong. We have the I added a new instrument. It's making my freaking computer like vibrate. Anyways, so that is a Logic sound. So all of these sounds that I'm using are either loops or Logic stock sounds or Omnisphere, okay? Just so you know. It's like a piano. Wait, what is it? It's a processed piano. Yeah, it's a processed piano. And yeah, it just gets the job done. Nothing to say there. Yeah, then we have this, so I added that little new instrument, just because it's like, you gotta do that, you know what I mean? You just have to, kind of. It gets boring if you don't. Even though it's like very subtle. Actually, do we hear it? Let's listen to it, the whole thing. Do I even hear it? Wish I could live in your eyes and see the world from your point. I do indeed hear it, as subtle as it may be. I do indeed hear it. That's honestly basically it for the oh, what do we have here? Right, so that was just the thing that I had earlier, the electric guitar thing. So, as you can tell, it's just softer because I didn't want to automate it, because I low-key hate doing like volume automations, because then it just makes it really hard when you go to mix it. It just makes it more complicated. I don't know. It's just like, if I can just make a new track and make it softer, like why wouldn't I just do that? You know what I mean? Now we have this, and so, oh yeah, so for the vocals, again, I just have the lead, and then I have this delay, right? The part that goes like that part that's like after it, right? And actually, kind of, I guess, interesting what I did with the delay is I just sang it, like I just sang the delay instead of, I mean, there's two ways I guess you would probably do it, is like literally put a delay on this, like a plugin that's called a delay, and then it delays it, right? And you can like automate it so it goes on at this time and off, or you can like just copy and paste this, put it onto another track, and then like move it manually. But I was feeling a little quirky, so I just sang it, and I kind of like that more because it just gives it like a different feeling a little bit, like it's more natural. Now we have, and then I had this idea, I didn't have this in the beginning, but I thought of like the word, so, because what is it? It's like, oh, away from you, so that's like the delay, so I was gonna go like, away from you, away, and then I thought of the idea of like, oh my god, wouldn't it be so quirky and like unique and so cool if I like when away from you, I'll wait for you, like slowly like move the words from away from you to I'll wait for you. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh my god, that's so cute. Yeah, it's just so cute. I know. That was basically the vibe. I was just like, you know what, hashtag, wait, what was I saying? Also, the other thing when I came up with the idea was, I was like, how long do I want this break to be? It was kind of hard to decide that. I was like, do I want to pause? Like, what's the instruments gonna do? That took me a little bit while, but then I stumbled upon the right amount of time, you know what I mean? I was almost thinking of making like a whole bridge, like just making like this whole like section. I was like, I don't even know, but I was like, low-key, that would have been too redundant. Like, I feel like the song is already kind of chill like that. It's all like, it's this very like upbeat energy song, and I have like this muted bridge. It's like, it already was like that, so it would have been too much. But yeah, let's just listen to it.
This time a month from now I'll still be awake, away from you, away from you, away from you, away from you, I'll wait for 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 you. I'm wishing to be the sun rays on your cheek.
Yeah, so that was the idea, and basically like it kind of like keeps going as the chorus comes in. I'm gonna call it the chorus. So that was basically the idea, and like see this stuff kind of cuts out here, the sign bells, the flute, this, oh I guess I took that out, this cuts like you know, actually yeah, this cuts out, everything kind of cuts out for a second, you know what I mean? It goes a little quiet to make the chorus drop even better. Speaking of, let's just get right into it, shall we?
I'm wishing to be the sun rays on your cheeks. I'm wishing to be the soles of your feet. I'm wishing to feel what it's like to have you next to me.
Yeah, okay, so basically I actually really rock with that. It just hits the spot, bro. Like it just sounds nice. And then I brought back in those high, like, yeah, next to me.
What it's like to have you next to me.
Yeah, so basically I did it so that way the high harmony and then also me saying it in the lead vocal matches up the you next to me line. I know, guys, save your applause. Anyways, but yeah, that was basically that, and it's the same, it's literally mostly the same like vocals also. And what is this? Oh, I added doubles. I forgot about that. I added like doubles just to kind of like emphasis. Like I just like, it's in the word. Like I don't know what else to say. And then I have the breathless space came back, and then I have, it's all just the same instruments really. If you really look at it, it's really not that deep, bro. If you're like, I don't know. Every time I do these videos, I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, I need to stop saying like, first of all. On one hand, I'm thinking, oh, I made a pretty good song with not a lot of instruments or advanced production, but then on the other hand I'm thinking, do better, bro, like add more stuff. I don't know, it's conflicting, bro. It's always like there's always like the conflict between like less is more, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, less is more, but then it's also like you hear a song that's like crazy production and you're like, ooh, maybe less is less, bro. I don't think so though. You just look at it and you're like, girl, there's 2 lines there. There's 3 lines there. What are you doing? But then you hear it and you're like,
sun rays on your cheeks. I'm wishing to be the soles of your feet.
Okay, so in conclusion, yeah, it's really not that deep. Okay, now moving right along into the outro. Little outro. It's like the outro into the outro, you know what I mean? So
promise you'll promise me this. When we meet again, you'll greet me with a kiss. Can you promise that this will be the last time we wait for time to pass?
that's basically the vibe. In the end, I basically have like no instruments going. I just have like nothing going on at the end. So it basically just like kind of slows down. I kind of lose some instruments. The drums stop. And it slows down into this little like kind of more intimate, like just vocals and barely any instruments kind of moment. And then I also made this like go for really, like I let it, what's it called? Like decay for a really long time. Because it's like wait for time to pass. And you just sit there and you're like, why isn't the song ending low key? Was she trying to do some weird metaphor? Yeah, I was. Anyways, but I can't even go off camera because the freaking camera is so wide. And that's basically the song. I'm gonna explain a little bit of like the vocal production because I feel like that's a big part of the song. And like it's a big part of the song just because it's the vocals are a big part of the song in general. Not, I don't really do anything that crazy. I don't know. I used to be really about being like very like particular about everything, like about the vocals and stuff. But then I was low-key losing my brain cells over it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe you should chill out a little bit. So I did chill out. And where did that really get me in life? Here, let's listen.
I'm wishing on a star tonight. pull me close. I'm wishing on a star tonight.
That is all you're gonna get to hear of the dry vocals. I'm sorry. Yeah, so let's just explain what I have going on here. This is like, I took a class on this, so I kind of know a little bit, but I have this paper actually that I need to look at. Anyways, so channel EQ. Okay, so the first thing I did was, this is the classic. This is what I did for pretty much all the instruments too. Except for bass, obviously, because you need the low end. So this is like EQ. This is the low end of like a thing. And this is a part that'll be like muddy, and you don't even hear a lot. Like, I don't think we even hear. Oh no, we do. I think, yeah. Sorry. You basically just want to get rid of that, bro, because my voice is not falling in that realm, and like if there is any like background noise or anything that's there, it's the type of thing where like this, you're not really gonna hear this doing anything, but you might though. You just have to do it, just be careful, because it's like it's not gonna damage your vocals at all. Like, I'm not singing that low, so you just gotta cut that part out, just clean it up. You know what I mean? It's just about cleaning it up, basically. Then this, bro, I need to not do this actually, because I just literally use this like preset. And I think I edited it a little bit, but honestly, like, I need to start like being more meticulous about it. But I just like lose my mind over it, because you cannot tell. Like, I swear to God, you cannot tell. Like, it's like, oh, do I do it at 2K or 2.5K? What the, like, it's not gonna freaking do anything, bro. Anyways, but yeah. So as you can see, like, it boosted here. I don't even know. I don't even freaking know. It's just basically you want to boost the highs if you're like a female singer or you have like a female voice, right? So freaking boost the highs, whatever. I don't know. Compressor, I don't even know. Actually, no, sorry. Compressor, it took me like 14 years to figure out what a freaking compressor does. I still don't really get it. No, actually, I do get it. But I was just so confused. I was like, what do you mean, bro? Like, what are you saying when you say that it's making it softer? Anyways, basically, it just like, if you like go really loud, it basically just brings it down. So it makes everything sound, it's actually a quite simple concept to understand now that I really think of it. I don't know why I was like so baffled by it. I think because like, there's so many knobs in here. I was like, what is knee doing? What is knee doing? What is 0.7 knee doing? Cut the cameras. I think half of this is default. So yeah, I just have basically, oh, actually, you know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to have like two compressors. One that's like a static compressor, and one that's a dynamic. I think the first one is dynamic, I think. So basically what it means is that like the first compressor is supposed to be like moving, like it's nonstop moving. When you look at it. Okay, so look at this. Let me show you.
I'm wishing on a star tonight. Pull me closer.
So I guess it actually is doing that. So yeah, you want it to, I don't really know what it means exactly, but it's like always moving. And then you have a second compressor after your second EQ that is basically static, and it's, I don't know, I'm getting tired just thinking about it. Oh God. Oh yeah, and then I put another, right, so you, like, this is, I don't actually know why I did this, honestly. This is more so for like when you have like a lot of stuff going on, I feel like. You put another EQ at the very end of everything that's like cleaning it up again, because like you could be introducing, well, I don't even know, how could you, because you cut it off in the beginning. I don't know, bro. They just taught me this and I do it. I'm just like questioning everything. Oh, it's my favorite. I got this. Okay, this I got it for my birthday. The Isotope, it's like it has like a bunch of different things. It has like declip, denoise, dehum. Like, it basically gets rid of all this garbage in your stuff for $100. And this I low-key got it only for this, because it's so freaking goated, bro. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I make so much mouth sounds when I sing. It is absolutely redonkulous. And so I was like, please, bro, if this works. And it's so easy. Like, sometimes you get a plugin and you have to like do all this stuff. You have to like do all this stuff for it. You don't have to do dilly squat for this one. You literally have to dilly squat. You just like, you could literally just put it on like as is. I think I just like, I don't think I changed anything. I don't think I changed a single thing. Or maybe I did. Who knows? I usually just change sensitivity, I think, mainly. And you can just hear it, and it'll tell you like how many clicks are repaired. Okay, let's actually hear it with it on and off. I don't know if you're gonna hear a difference, but it's only a certain clips that I do it, but I just freaking slap it on there and hope for the best. Okay, let's hear it. Actually, I low-key think it should be the first plugin I put, don't you think? I don't know. Let's hear it.
I'm wishing on a star tonight. Pull me closer, hold me tight.
Okay, now let's hear it.
I'm wishing on a star tonight. Pull me closer, hold me tight.
I think it did it a little bit, but honestly, there's different parts that have more. Like, I am not crazy. Like, I know that some parts actually do have the clicks, but oh my gosh, that one, bro, that one saved me, bro. Like, yeah, and that's honestly the song, y'all. Like, that's all there is to say. Anyways, yeah, that's basically the entire song, bro. Like, that's it breaking down. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Like, I'd love to explain stuff if you guys are interested in music production or anything like that. And if you have any tips or tricks, also let me know because I'm learning and I don't know a lot of stuff. But yeah, if you have any question about Logic, also, like, if you're new to Logic, but maybe you're like, you know how to produce and stuff, but you're like new to the DAW, let me know. I'd love to help. Yeah, the song is called Wishing on a Star, so give it a listen if you haven't. Link in bio, link in description. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.